Movies often portray savanna confrontations as predetermined, but nature operates according to different rules. A moment of hesitation, a misstep, or a wrong reaction can reverse the tide, turning predator into prey. In the wild, victory isn't about strength, but also about patience, observation, and timing. Who will survive? On the vast grasslands of East and Southern Africa, such as the Serengeti, Namibia, and Botswana, cheetahs appear as symbols of speed. With their slender bodies, weighing between 45 and 70 kilograms, long legs, and the ability to accelerate to over 100 kilometers per hour, they are built for precise pursuits. Their sharp eyesight and quick reflexes allow them to spot targets from afar. But as they approach the water's edge, the advantage begins to shift dramatically. The crocodile lies motionless beneath the water's surface, silently observing the approaching cheetah undetected. When the distance is only a few meters, a powerful thrust from its tail breaks the silence, locking onto its target in an instant. The tightly clenched jaws cause the cheetah to react violently, trying to retreat toward the shore to escape. But the position too close to the water's edge and the constant pulling force prevent it from escaping. The crocodile maintains pressure, dragging its prey further away. In just a few short seconds, the entire advantage shifted completely to it. Amidst the vast savannas of sub-Saharan Africa, such as Kenya, Tanzania, Botswana, and South Africa, buffalo live near water sources and areas with thick grass for foraging and shelter. They migrate seasonally in search of new pastures, their bodies weighing thousands of pounds and their broad, curved horns aiding in self-defense. However, when separated from the herd, the open spaces around them create a risk of being tracked and easily spotted. At the edge of the pasture, the two lions lowered their bodies and split their approach from opposite sides. They watched the lone buffalo grazing, gradually closing the distance unnoticed. When they were close enough, both accelerated simultaneously, forcing the buffalo to react immediately and shifting the tide of battle. The buffalo constantly changed direction and used its horns to create space, but the pressure from two sides quickly depleted its stamina. One lion pursued from behind, the other pressed alongside. After a short chase, the buffalo was caught, subdued, and quickly became the lion's meal. This hunting method demonstrates the advantage of teamwork and maintaining constant pressure over time. When prey leaves a safe position, the outcome is often decided in a short time. During their annual migration of thousands of miles between the Serengeti and Masai Mara, over 1.5 million wildebeest constantly move in search of grass and water. Living in savanna and semi-arid environments, they often gather in large herds to reduce risk. However, when one separates from the group, the surrounding open space momentarily becomes an easy target. On the Savannah, a pack of wild dogs spotted a lone wildebeest grazing near a small river. The pack immediately tracked it, adjusting their positions until they reached a favorable distance. Then, the entire pack accelerated, creating continuous pressure that forced the wildebeest to move out of control. After the pressure built up, the wildebeest tried to escape back to the water, but the terrain and pressure caused its speed to decrease rapidly. The pack maintained their distance and closed in. After a short run, the prey was caught in an open environment. Endurance and coordination determine the outcome. In the savannas and sparse scrublands of sub-Saharan Africa, warthogs live near water sources and low-lying grass areas to observe from a distance, often choosing open spaces with wide views. They avoid dense forests and harsh deserts and use burrows for shelter and rest in their day-night cycle. Once they leave the burrow, their safe distance decreases rapidly, creating a risk of being easily detected. Near the cave entrance in the forest, the leopard hid in the bushes and observed the area for a long time. It remained silent and limited its movement. When the wild boar emerged and before it could react, the leopard lunged from behind, causing the prey to lose its balance as soon as it left its hiding place. The wild boar tried to twist to escape and use its horns to create space, but its proximity to the cave and the constant pressure made it unable to resist. The leopard maintained control and continued to close in. After a short time, the prey was subdued and the hunt ended. In an open environment, leopards gain the advantage through patience and timing. In an open environment, initiative and precise timing quickly decide everything. In the savannas of East Africa, such as Kenya and Tanzania, impalas live near the edge of forests and in areas with open views to easily spot predators. With speeds that can reach nearly 90 kilometers per hour and the ability to jump about 10 feet high and over 30 feet far, their bodies are optimized for escape. However, when separated from the herd, the open space around them, even for a short distance, creates a risk. From that open space, on a low mound, 3 cheetahs pressed close to the ground, observing the impala herd. They waited for one to break away, maintaining a steady distance and limiting movement. When the opportune moment arrived, all three accelerated simultaneously, forcing the prey to react immediately. As soon as the safe zone was breached, the impala constantly changed direction. But the short chase distance and pressure from multiple directions caused its speed to gradually decrease. One cheetah pounced from behind, while the other two closed in. In just a few seconds, the prey was subdued and the hunt was over. The outcome showed that the advantage belonged to the side that controlled the surrounding conditions and the timing of the action. When moving to a disadvantageous area, the ability to react decreased significantly. Therefore, the outcome was usually decided in a short time and difficult to reverse. In herds constantly moving between the wet and dry seasons, zebras always follow the fresh grass on the Serengeti and Masai Mara grasslands. Living in savannas, arid and semi-desert regions, weighing between 400 and 1,000 pounds, with strong legs for powerful kicks and speeds of around 40 miles per hour. However, when separated from the herd, the surrounding open space becomes a target of attention. On the edge of the forest, a pack of hyenas silently observed and spotted a zebra that had strayed from its herd. The hyenas immediately tracked it, moving in formation and constantly adjusting their positions to avoid detection. When they were close enough, the entire pack accelerated, creating continuous pressure that forced the prey out of its safe zone and onto a wide trail. At this point, the prolonged pressure caused a rapid decline in stamina and a weakening of the ability to maintain speed. Their escape routes narrowed, and after a short chase, a loss of control set in, marking the end of the pursuit. Along the riverbanks and lagoons of the Serengeti and Masai Mara, lions move across wide open spaces to access water sources and track migrating prey. Weighing between 330 and 550 pounds, with strong jaws and well-developed forelegs, they are well adapted to hunting on land. But once they enter the water, their comfort zone quickly changes, opening up to danger. From that threat, in the large river, the crocodile remained silent just below the surface, observing for a long time. It made almost no movement, waiting for the right moment. When the lion swam into the middle of the river, the distance shortened rapidly. The crocodile accelerated from behind and lunged forward, forcing the prey to react under unfavorable conditions. Immediately after that moment, the lion tried to maintain its balance and find its way back to shore, But the pressure in the water gradually diminished its control. Movement was restricted. The escape route narrowed, and after only a short time, a loss of control occurred, and the outcome was quickly decided. Changing surrounding conditions can reverse the advantage. The ability to maintain control diminishes step by step, while escape routes gradually narrow. Once a loss of balance occurs, the outcome is usually determined in a short time and difficult to reverse. Through each confrontation, it's clear that strength is only part of the picture. It's the ability to adapt, coordinate, and control the timing that makes the difference. In nature, the one who maintains the initiative amidst constant changes has a greater chance of gaining an advantage over their opponent. Because on the savannah, victory doesn't belong to the strongest, but to the one who makes the right decision at the right moment. Amidst the vast grasslands of the Serengeti, hyenas are often seen near migrating wildebeest herds, where food sources vary seasonally. They utilize abandoned burrows of other burrowing species for resting and raising their young. Operating in groups in open spaces, they maintain constant communication and observation, thus creating opportunities for unexpected encounters. In an area with leftover food, a group of hyenas is gathered when a male lion appears and approaches within range. The lion accelerates, closing in and charging directly into the center of the group to disrupt their formation and gain control. One hyena is separated when the lion gets close enough, while others quickly move around to counter pressure. As the confrontation intensifies, the hyena maintains distance and continuously approaches the group to recapture the separated member. Lion couldn't hold its position as pressure increased from multiple directions, forcing it to retreat after its initial approach. The hyena escaped the danger, and the confrontation ended with lion forced to withdraw. This sequence of events demonstrates how teamwork allowed the hyenas to maintain mutual protection for short periods. Lion could gain an advantage with a surprise approach, but couldn't sustain it against a collective response. The confrontation ended with hyena holding its formation and lion leaving the area. Throughout sub-Saharan Africa, lions are the only big cat species that live in prides and adapt to a wide variety of environments, from grasslands to low scrub. Areas with scattered grass and scrub provide lionesses with the ability to approach their targets undetected. When operating in large territories, lionesses maintain control of the area, making it easier to spot other individuals intruding. from a controlled area. A leopard passes through the area, showing signs of lioness activity and moves cautiously to find an escape route. The male lioness detects the presence and quickly closes the distance, forcing the leopard to constantly change direction. As the distance narrows, the lioness accelerates, closing in and blocking the escape route. With the escape route restricted, the leopard loses its mobility advantage and cannot maintain a safe distance. The confrontation ends when the lioness maintains control of the area, forcing the leopard to leave. The situation concludes with a clear advantage for the lioness. Once the situation became clear, with no more room to maneuver, leopard could no longer maintain its familiar advantage. Lion had the advantage of operating within familiar territory and better distance control. The battle ended when lion continued to maintain the area and leopard could no longer remain within that range. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, jaguars live near large bodies of water, where they hunt and move along familiar routes. The dense environment and river system allow them to control distinct territories when two males move close together in the same area. Encounters and conflicts are likely to occur. In an open clearing near the water's edge, two male jaguars face each other and begin approaching cautiously. They circle, observing and constantly adjusting their distance before getting closer. When the distance narrows, both charge at each other directly to test the other's reaction. As the distance continues to narrow, one individual shows more assertiveness and maintains the close approach longer. The other slows down its approach and gradually retreats to avoid prolonging the confrontation. The encounter ended when one animal held its position in the area, while the other voluntarily retreated without serious injury. On wide-open grasslands and savannas, snakes are highly mobile and utilize open terrain to observe from a distance. Species like the black mamba often move through areas with low grass cover and a stable food source. In less obstructed spaces, they can easily detect movement around them, thus forming an initial observational advantage. From the edge of the sparse grass, a mongoose approaches and maintains a safe distance to observe the snake's reaction. The snake continuously raises its head and adjusts its direction, while the mongoose moves quickly in short strides to avoid direct contact. When the observational rhythm is prolonged, the mongoose chooses a moment to suddenly approach to test the opponent's reaction. As the distance shortens, both maintain a state of tension and continuously adjust their positions. The mongoose approaches quickly and then retreats immediately, avoiding prolonged contact, while the snake maintains its direction and seeks an opening to escape. The encounter ended when the snake retreated from the area, while the mongoose failed to maintain its approach. After the two separated, the mongoose relied on speed and rhythm to create opportunities at close range. The snake maintained its advantage through quick reflexes and the ability to escape situations when pressured. The encounter ended with both sides separating, neither having complete control of the situation. Along the sprawling savanna grasslands of Kenya, buffaloes are often found in areas with fresh grass after rains and scattered shade. They rest during the hot hours and maintain a watchful distance within the herd. When moving through open spaces, their formations are kept stable, making them easily detectable from a distance. From hidden positions in the low grass, a pride of lions silently closes the distance and forces an adult buffalo into a state of constant maneuvering. Lions approach in rhythmic bursts from multiple directions to disrupt movement and separate the target from the herd. The buffalo tries to maintain its direction and create space, but the constant pressure narrows its range of movement. As the pressure continues, the buffalo's ability to hold its position diminishes, and it stops after a period of resistance. A nearby buffalo herd returns and advances into the area, forcing the lions to temporarily retreat to avoid a direct collision. When the target stopped moving, lion returned and took control of the area, thus completing the hunt with lion emerging victorious. This sequence of events demonstrates how teamwork allowed lion to maintain pressure long enough to achieve his objective. Buffalo could react briefly, but couldn't change the outcome once distance was controlled. The hunt ended with lion retaining access to the food source and the buffalo herd leaving the area. In the sparsely vegetated areas of Botswana and Zimbabwe, wild dogs live and move nimbly through wide open spaces. They often use abandoned burrows of warthogs or aardvarks as breeding grounds for their young. When operating near a burrow, the pack maintains vigilance and positions themselves around it, creating a situation where they are easily detected if an intruder approaches. From the nearby low bush, a male lion observes and approaches the wild dog pack gathered around the burrow. When close enough, the lion accelerates, charging into the center of the area to break up the formation and surprise them. A young wild dog is separated from its defensive position, while the adults begin to move away to avoid direct contact. As soon as the lion successfully approaches, it maintains its position and controls the area for a short time. The wild dog pack is unable to maintain its defensive formation and is forced to retreat from the vicinity of the burrow. The encounter ended with lion gaining complete control of the area, and the wild dogs were unable to protect their young. After the encounter, it was evident that the wild dogs had an advantage operating in groups in open space, but were vulnerable to surprise attacks near fixed positions. Lion capitalized on timing and location to gain a quick advantage at close range. The encounter concluded with lion maintaining control and the wild dog pack leaving the area. Along the savannas of eastern and southern Africa, impalas are often found near riverbanks and natural water bodies. where water is available year-round. This space allows them to both forage and observe their surroundings. When moving in herds in open areas, impalas maintain a steady rhythm, thus creating conditions for being tracked from close range. Hiding in a low ditch, the leopard remains still for extended periods, observing the herd's movement without revealing its position. When an impala approaches within range, the leopard closes the distance with low strides, maintaining a steady approach rhythm. At the right moment, the leopard suddenly accelerates, closing in, giving the impala no time to create a safe distance. Once successfully closing in, the leopard maintains control and stays close to prevent the impala from moving further. The impala loses its rhythm and cannot escape the leopard's control in the initial seconds. The hunt ended quickly when leopard successfully subdued and held its target. Following this incident, leopard's ambush strategy and patience gave it a clear advantage at close range. Impalas have good speed and reflexes, but these were not effective when approached unexpectedly. The hunt concluded with leopard securing its prey and the impala pack leaving the area. As encounters conclude, each species departs with its own limitations and advantages clearly revealed. In nature, outcome doesn't always come from strength, but from controlling distance, timing, and space. The strategies repeated across situations demonstrate that survival instincts adapt to specific conditions. The cycle ends when a balance is re-established, and each species continues to exist within its own limits.